gotta hobble around with my foot like this. Makes it kind of difficult. What are we doing here? What is this camera? Where are we at? Man, this camera is not wide. Not wide at all. I hate it. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going good in your world and you're staying healthy during this whole kind of crazy time. Does anybody really know what's going on anymore? I'm getting so much, it's just, I don't even know. You know, I have to say, vlogging with the GoPro Hero 8 Black, I gotta say, that footage, it looked, from my perspective, like, it looks pretty good. I mean, I might still have to figure out some of this mic issue going on here, but honestly, it doesn't look bad. I'm pretty happy with it. I gotta tell you, last night was probably, it was the first night I had really gotten a decent night's sleep in a while. It normally takes me a long time to get to sleep. I've never really had a good, you know, sleeping has always been a challenge for me, and so actually getting a good night's rest it's nice. Today, I want to talk about creativity. It's what's been on my mind recently. So the other day, I actually got recommended this Peter McKinnon vlog from like a year ago, or no, it was from 2018, so it's almost 2 years old. It is a video called How to Vlog with No Ideas. And I've always liked vlogging. I've always wanted to pick up the camera and just kind of chat, just share what's been on my mind. And you know, that video was very interesting to me because it wasn't anything super extravagant. Literally, that Peter McKinnon video was Peter sitting on his porch outside in the Canadian snow, drinking his coffee and hanging out with his dogs. I mean, there's nothing complicated about that. I think a lot of times we look at a lot of these vloggers and they are doing something so extravagant, so out of this world, so just crazy that sometimes it feels like maybe we can't quite get to that level. And you know, I do think we tend to overthink. You know, we tend to, you know, overthink it like it has to be this extravagant thing when we can just keep it simple, you know? And for me, I really like to plan things out. I like to jot down notes, like to jot down ideas, because that's gonna give me, you know, a general idea of what it is I wanna do, what it is I wanna create. When it comes to these videos, like that's what I do, I outline stuff. But recently, and especially with my foot surgery, it's been kind of tough to plan things out. Now, not only am I physically handicapped, but it almost feels like I'm creatively handicapped. No, I haven't been really coming up with all that many ideas for new videos. It just isn't as easy to come up with those ideas. Even the motivation to really pick up the camera isn't as present as it was before my surgery. So it's been a struggle. Now, don't get me wrong, my foot is doing fantastic. We just hit the halfway mark yesterday, so 4 weeks down, 4 more weeks to go. So yeah, we're getting through it. And I think a lot of times what we do is we try to put this creative process in a box, right? Where we try to plan things out like, okay, so this is what I want to do, this is where we're gonna go, this is, you know, what I want to create, and we put it in this box, when creativity practically lives outside of the box. And Peter, in that video I was talking about earlier, he mentions that, you know, a lot of times when it comes to having, you know, when you don't have ideas, when the ideas don't just come to you naturally, sometimes you just have to pick up the camera and see what happens. You know, Peter mentioned that, you know, creativity, it happens after you pick up the camera, and when you are filming something, that's when the creative juices start really, really kicking in. And so when we're able to break out of that box, breach that cycle, that routine, and maybe shake things up a little bit, that's where the creative ideas happen. Just take this whole COVID-19 situation, for example. I mean, overall, not a positive situation at all by any means, but there have been a lot of creative ideas that come out of this. There are a lot of people that are now working from home that didn't know they could. There are a lot of businesses that are adapting to this because they have to. They have to in order to stay in business. And so a lot of creative ideas have come out of this pandemic, which I think is a great thing. And it's advancing, it's innovative, it's creating something new, which I think is really awesome. Now, again, I don't want to take away from a not necessarily positive situation, but I want to see the good in it. You know, I want to see the good that's coming out of it, and there is a lot of good that's coming out of this. Whoa. I get around on this Neely, man. I get around on this thing. It's awesome. And, you know, with creativity, a lot of times we do need to break out of the box because sometimes we get comfortable in that routine, in that cycle. So sometimes we do need to break out. And so that's really what I wanted to do today, was I wanted to pick up this camera and just kind of share what's on my mind, because honestly, that's better than nothing, right? Now here's the thing, I have a list of videos and like some tutorials and streaming stuff, like how to create custom overlays, stuff like that. Videos that are really good, video ideas that are very helpful and I think would be very valuable, but that just wasn't what I was really kind of wanting to film when I picked up the camera today and this morning. That just wasn't what was on my mind. You know, just instinctively, that's not what I felt I wanted to create today. And so today, kind of ditched the list and, you know, just thought I'd kind of blabber on today. And for me, you know, it's really easy to get caught up in the numbers. I'm a numbers guy, so a lot of times you look at the views, you look at the likes. A lot of times you get caught up in the numbers that you kind of drift away from the being creative and just start focusing on numbers and what's gonna get views. Like those other video ideas that I have on that list probably would be better and probably will get better views than this. I don't expect this video to do very well, personally. That's okay by me. And you know, I'm not even gonna really title this video anything like that's gonna be super searchable or anything that's really gonna help SEO. It's really not the point of this video. And not that I don't care, not that I'm not gonna put some effort and some thought into it, but just that that's not the point. The point isn't to get clicks, the point isn't to get views, but the point is to break out of the box, to try something new, to see if it does work. Now, it may work, it may not. That's okay. I'm all right with that. This whole thing is basically a wild experiment at this point. So whatever creative field you're in, maybe you're in film, maybe you are in art, maybe you're in music, whatever creative field you're in, don't be afraid to break out of the box. Don't be afraid to experiment with other things, because, you know, that's where some cool creations, that's where some cool stuff is gonna start. That's where some cool ideas are gonna come from. All right, you gotta look at this form factor of this. Like, look at this camera. This camera is so big and clunky. Like this whole setup. Like, look at this. This is, you know, your microphone here. This is just huge. Like, look at the form factor of this GoPro right now. It's so small, and yet, so like the angle is so wide. It's amazing. So I know today's video isn't like anything super amazing, isn't anything super out of the box, but it's something that I want to do to be creative. It's something that I needed to do to pick up the camera, to be able to create something today, to put something out for you. Now I do realize I have been a little bit inconsistent with videos on this channel. Sorry about that. It has been very hectic in terms of school. A lot of work caught up on me and just kind of took up a lot of my time, so I just couldn't film anything. So apologize about that. We will get back on track and start posting again every Monday, and hopefully do more stuff like this where we're maybe posting later in the week as well. So that would be awesome as well. I mean, honestly, look at this. It's so small. Like, it's just amazing. Like, this thing is just so cool. And to be able to put a mic on it is just great. Like, this thing is seriously super cool. I'm gonna do a review video on this, by the way. We're gonna do a full review video on the GoPro. We're gonna do probably multiple review videos on this GoPro, by the way. I'm just testing it out. Let me know what you think. Do you guys like the GoPro? Do you think that it's got some good footage? Do you like it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So if you do feel like you have a little writer's block, that's okay. It's totally normal. It happens. It happens to every creative type out there, where sometimes you're picking up the camera, you don't know what to film. Maybe you're picking up, you know, a paintbrush and you don't know what to paint, or you're picking up a guitar and you don't know what to play. It happens. But here's the thing, those ideas will never come to you, those creative moments will never happen if you don't pick up the camera in the first place, if you don't pick up the paintbrush in the first place, if you don't pick up your guitar in the first place. If you don't start somewhere, those creative moments aren't gonna happen. So if you are in a little bit of a writer's block, that's okay. Pick up your creative weapon of choice and just start creating something. It may not be great off the bat, that's okay, that happens. I don't expect this vlog to be anything super awesome here, but it's creating something that could be valuable to somebody. So yeah, those have just been kind of some ideas that have been going through my head, something I've been thinking about through this week, and I just wanted to share that with you, and hopefully this was helpful to somebody. So I want to ask the question to you, if you are a creative type, how do you get out of those writer's blocks? How do you move past, you know, those really tough moments where the ideas just don't come as easy? How do you move past those? How do you do that independently? Because sometimes it's different for everybody. You know, different strategies work for different people. So let me know what you do in the comments below, and I'm sure somebody will probably find that helpful as well. But yeah, that's just been what's on my mind. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know if this is a shorter video, I do apologize for it being a shorter video. If you guys like this, let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious. I find these very fun to make, and so I will probably be making more of these anyway. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to chat about in the comments down below. Would love to hear your ideas. But with that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Be sure to like this video if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.